where we uncover the secrets hidden in the small pieces of metal you might be carrying in your pocket right now. Today we are going deep into the fascinating story of the 1944 Lincoln 1-cent penny coin, a coin that at first glance looks ordinary but has a history and value that can surprise you. By the end of this video you will understand why some of these pennies are selling for thousands of dollars and in rare cases even more. The Lincoln Cent series began in 1909 as a tribute to Abraham Lincoln on his 100th birthday. It became the first American coin to feature a real historical person and not just a symbolic figure. The 1944 penny stands out because of the special time period in which it was minted. America was in the middle of World War II and every resource including copper, steel, and nickel was carefully controlled. In 1943, the United States Mint made pennies out of zinc-coated steel because copper was needed for the war effort. These 1943 steel cents became famous and are still collected today. But in 1944, the Mint returned to using copper and bronze for pennies, melting down used shell casings from the battlefields of World War II to strike new Lincoln cents. Imagine that for a moment. A coin in your hand that could have been made from the very brass that once served in the war effort. That history alone makes the 1944 penny special. Now let us look at the varieties. The 1944 Lincoln cent was minted in three main locations. The Philadelphia Mint, which produced coins without a mint mark, the Denver Mint, which used the letter D, and the San Francisco Mint, which used the letter S. Each of these has its own value today depending on condition and rarity. For most collectors, the regular 1944 copper pennies are common because millions were made. However, the true treasures lie in the rare era coins. During the transition from steel cents in 1943 back to copper in 1944, a few mistakes happened. Some 1944 pennies were accidentally struck on leftover steel planchets from the previous year. These are the famous 1944 steel cents. Only a handful exist. And when they show up at auction, they can sell for tens of thousands or even over $100,000 depending on the grade. Even the normal 1944 copper cents can bring strong prices if they are in mint state condition with full red luster. A bright red uncirculated penny with no scratches and sharp details can be worth from $50 to several $100s depending on the grading service and the exact appearance of the coin. A regular circulated 1944 penny that has been used in change is usually worth a few cents to maybe $1, but if you find one in pristine condition, you could be holding on to something very valuable. The Denver and San Francisco issues are also sought after. The 1944 D penny in high grades can bring hundreds of dollars, and the 1944S is popular among collectors because San Francisco mintages were smaller. Again, the top money goes to coins graded by professional grading services like PCGS or NGC that receive grades of MS65, MS66, or even higher. Collectors will pay a premium for quality. So what should you look for if you want to know whether your 1944 penny is worth serious money? First, check the mint mark. No mint mark means Philadelphia, D means Denver, S means San Francisco. Next, check the condition. A coin with strong details, bright color, and no heavy scratches is always better. Finally, keep an eye out for unusual features. If a magnet sticks to your penny, you may have the ultra-rare 1944 steel cent. These are the real jackpots. In fact, one 1944 steel cent sold for over $100,000 at auction, making it one of the most valuable Lincoln pennies in existence. The story of the 1944 Lincoln cent is not just about money. It is about history, patriotism, and the survival of a nation during war. Each coin minted in 1944 carries with it the legacy of soldiers, families, and a time when America pulled together. Collectors are not only chasing value, they are preserving this history. That is why this penny is more than just a piece of copper. It is a time capsule of resilience and sacrifice. Today in the coin market, the 1944 penny remains one of the most collected coins in America. From beginners who save a few in a jar to experts who spend thousands at auctions, the demand is strong. If you come across a 1944 penny in your change or in an old jar of coins, do not ignore it. Take a close look. It might be a common cent worth a few cents, but it might also be the start of your journey into coin collecting. And if you are lucky enough to find a rare error like the 1944 steel cent or a perfect mint state red penny, you could be sitting on a small fortune. So the next time you see that tiny coin with Abraham Lincoln's profile dated 1944, remember, it is not just pocket change. It is a part of history that can hold hidden value. Some of these coins have sold for thousands, some for tens of thousands, and a few for more than $100,000. Keep your eyes open, check your coins carefully, and never underestimate what could be hiding in your own collection or even in your pocket. Thank you for watching Rare Coins World. If you enjoyed this story about the 1944 Lincoln 1-cent coin and its amazing history and value, make sure to subscribe for more coin secrets, rare discoveries, and tips on finding hidden treasures. Until next time, happy coin hunting and may your next penny bring you fortune. Where today we will explore the fascinating story behind the Abraham Lincoln 1951 1-cent penny coin. If you have ever wondered whether an ordinary-looking penny from 1951 could actually be worth a lot of money, you are in the right place, because what seems like just a small copper coin in your pocket could in fact hide incredible value and historical significance. The 1951 Lincoln cent belongs to the famous Lincoln Wheat penny series, which was first introduced in 1909 to honor the 100th birthday of Abraham Lincoln. This was a groundbreaking moment in American coinage because Lincoln was the first historical figure to appear on a regular circulating United States coin. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the obverse of the penny shows a right-facing portrait of President Abraham Lincoln with the words "In God We Trust" above, "Liberty" to the left, and the date 1951 along with the mint mark if present. The reverse side of the coin carries two wheat ears surrounding the denomination 1 cent and the words United States of America with the motto E pluribus unum above. By 1951 the United States was in the post-World War II era, production at the mints was strong, and the Lincoln Wheat cent remained the workhorse coin of everyday commerce. The 1951 penny was struck at 3 different locations: Philadelphia with no mint mark, Denver with a D mint mark, and San Francisco with an S mint mark. Together these mints produced hundreds of millions of Lincoln cents in 1951, but as collectors know, not every coin survives in the same condition, and that is what separates a common penny from a valuable treasure. For the Philadelphia issue without a mint mark, more than 284 million were struck. This means that circulated examples are very common, and you might even find one in pocket change today. However, when these coins are found in high uncirculated grades with their original red luster, values increase dramatically. A 1951 penny graded MS65 red can fetch over $20 to $30, while coins graded MS67 red have sold for hundreds of dollars at auction. The Denver Mint produced over 625 million coins in 1951. Making the 1951 D one of the most plentiful wheat pennies of the decade. Still, rarity begins to show in the finest quality. Most coins struck at Denver show strong details but heavy bag marks, so true gems are scarce. In average circulated condition these are only worth a few cents, but if you are lucky enough to own a 1951 D penny graded MS67 red by a top grading service, its value can reach well over $500. The San Francisco Mint struck just under 137 million pennies in 1951. Compared to the other mints, this is a much smaller mintage, making the 1951 S more desirable to collectors. Circulated examples remain affordable, but when found in mint state with blazing red luster, the price can climb quickly. A 1951 S penny in MS65 red might be worth $25 to $40. But in the highest grade of MS67 red, values can shoot into the thousands of dollars, with some auctions recording prices around $4,000 for the best survivors. Collectors also look for errors and varieties on 1951 pennies that can bring even greater rewards. Some coins show doubled dies on the obverse or reverse, others may feature repunched mint marks, and in rare cases off-center strikes or clipped planchets appear. These types of errors are very popular among specialists, and depending on the severity, they can raise the value from a few dollars to several $100 or more. It is important to note that condition and eye appeal make all the difference. A 1951 penny that has been well preserved with strong strike and full original red color will always command a premium over a dull brown coin of the same date. Collectors' grading scale ranges from circulated grades like fine and very fine to uncirculated mint state examples, and every step up adds more to the price. So, what is the current market value of the 1951 Lincoln penny? In general, worn circulated examples are worth about 2 to 5 cents, but uncirculated examples begin around $10 to $20 depending on the mint and grade. High-end certified coins, especially in MS-67 red, can range anywhere from several $100s to several $1,000s, particularly for the San Francisco issue. When you combine rarity, condition, and demand, the 1951 penny transforms from a simple copper coin into a true collectible asset. This is why coin collectors and treasure hunters continue to search their change, check old jars of pennies, and look through inherited collections, because you never know when a seemingly ordinary coin could reveal itself to be an extraordinary find. The 1951 Lincoln penny is a perfect reminder of how history, artistry, and rarity come together to create real value in the world of numismatics. So, the next time you see an old penny from 1951, do not overlook it. Take a closer look at the date, the mint mark, and the condition. You might just be holding a piece of American history that could be worth much more than 1 cent. Thank you for joining me on this journey into the story of the 1951 Lincoln 1-cent penny. If you enjoy learning about rare coins worth big money, stay tuned for more episodes where we uncover the secrets hidden inside your pocket change. Until next time, happy coin hunting and may your next discovery be a valuable treasure.